He'll make up his own name today.
What's your name today?
Chester.
All right, well, I guess it's that.
Chester it is. Chester it is then. We're going
How
live.
did
That
that
was the last
happen?
thing that I said.
Wow. Wow.
Can everybody do me a favor and just confirm their voice chat options? I don't know why mine changed, and I had to change it back.
I'm going
God,
to
not again.
I'm going to the Yub Tubs to make sure this is working.
Yes, please and thank you. I'll just make sure they're sharing all audio.
Hey,
Chester, that includes you.
I don't know how to.
I'll let you know if you speak once this
So
I'll let
pops
you know
up.
if you
sound.
speak.
Come on.
He's gonna let you know if you speak. All right. In case you're wondering, you're not in control of that.
I'm not in control of that
Chester,
at
do a
all,
little
thank you.
speaking.
Talk to a little speaking.
Chester Octavius Rex.
Yo, what are these EQ presets? I can change.
Yeah, you're there.
what
You're good.
voice
You don't have to
need
change
Okay.
anything. You're fine.
Thank you.
Everybody's
Right there.
good. I hear everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Desanoro, where in the hell are you? Oh God, why is that
My
on?
ass.
Hey, family
Oh.
show. What are you doing?
Hold on, I'm almost done with
Speaking
my
of
turkey
family
here.
show, I have this stupid camera on. It was showing my ugly ass face.
Hey, family show. Don't talk about your face.
I know, like I'm
You know,
sorry,
it
man.
kicks
It
viewers
showed
out.
up.
Viewers don't like that. You know what happened last time your face was shown?
Listen, I know HR got involved. I understand that. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the Boston Massacre.
Desanoro, are you joining us here, or what are you doing? Are you just sitting on Master Duels?
No, I'm finishing my turkey wings.
It sounds like he's beating up a plastic container, so go ahead and start this show.
All right.
That's how you know he's
Well,
ready.
yeah, I know he's ready that way. Alrighty, everybody, welcome again to another amazing, fantastic, fantabulous arsenic episode of Crafting Chat, episode
Did you say
79.
arsenic? Hold on.
Why'd you say arsenic, Genesis? Go ahead and throw that out there.
So, arsenic. I thought that's why they call it because of arsenic.
What?
Genesis before everybody hopped on. I fucking lost it. Family show. Whoops. Whatever. And then I went to Google and I was like, arsenic isn't flammable. Googled it. Arsenic is non-combustible. However, it can explode when exposed to heat, flame, or hot surface.
I mean, sure.
The definition is
freaking poison.
Yeah, that's why when the conversation started,
It has
because I
nothing to do with
said,
arsons or arsonists.
I wish I
No.
had arsenic. And then Genesis was like, yeah, I wish you had it too, so you could start me on fire. And I was like, it's not flammable. And then
is that why they call it an arsenic? No, I know it's not. I know what an arsonist is. I understand what arson is.
Oh my god.
It has nothing to do with arsenic.
It was so funny.
Anyway, so welcome everybody to episode 79, and another lovely Tuesday evening here. How's everybody doing in the chat on the cast here? How's everybody feeling tonight?
You know, at first, I wasn't doing too well, but you know what? That it is now changed. I'm doing great.
I do believe that our good friend Chester is also joining us tonight. So it is the total of 5 people in this lovely cast tonight. Gentlemen, what have we been doing the last week or so? Anybody want to tell us what we've been doing? Okay,
I
Kevin?
would love to. Not a whole lot. I've been playing Quake, and I've been playing Vampire Survivors, and that's it.
Okay, fair enough. Real quick, real easy.
Real quick update on Quake.
Go ahead.
I have 9 maps to go, and the boss of Dissolution of Eternity, and then I have the platinum for beating the game, all of Quake, on Nightmare.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
Godspeed. Godspeed to you, man. Godspeed to you.
Boss fight's going to be something. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know. Listen,
I was trying to do it with like a fresh like level select start on Nightmare. Not fun. It's actually really hard. It's the only boss fight that's actually significantly difficult.
well, I hope you get it. I wish you the best of luck with the platinum. I hope you get it.
Vampires. Oh, excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Vampire Survivors. I have. It just got updated, and they added. What did they add? Another character, a new item, and a new evolve form of an item. I got all those achievements, so I am down to just 2 achievements in that, and then I'm 100% done with that as well until they update it again. So I've just been crushing those 2 games basically.
Good. I mean, listen. At least at least one of us is crushing something, and the rest of us, we're all just sitting in our rooms doing nothing else. So there you go.
Where'd I put my
Adam,
drink?
Whoa. We're doing something.
Speak for
Chester.
yourself.
Yeah.
Chester, what'd you do last week, Chester? What'd you play?
I think I put in a spell to Sackboy Great Adventure, and it might have been it. And then I played around in Deep Rock Galactic. Those would be the 2 things.
Are you playing Deep Rock Galactic with a different group of people?
That I can maybe.
Okay, I was just asking.
What are you, a
I know.
corporation? You can't confirm nor deny. We know you play games with other people. I'm pretty sure it's on
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
We only put one night in on it.
Yeah,
we
I was
didn't
just
play
asking.
this week. So we played 2 rounds, and a third one, we lost the host. He didn't crash, but we all crashed, so we couldn't reconnect. Then
That sucks.
seemed like we couldn't find enough materials to depart anyway. But
what's your opinion on that game so far? How do you like it?
it's fun enough. I would say it's of a gameplay style as similar to maybe, I guess, things like whatever Left 4 Dead perhaps, or more like Vermintide could be, but with a little bit of more kind of like randomly generated maps where you know what terrain type you're going into, but there's nothing. I don't think it's set each time, and then you have a little bit more freedom to explore, similar to if you remember the Red Faction games, like there's Red Faction Guerrilla and such, where you're able to destroy buildings. But if you go back to Red Faction 1, where you could drill holes in walls, think more like that. Where you're able to you're in underground, you're in caves, and you can kind of go wherever you want. But not to the degree of Minecraft. You're not building anything. You're mostly just exploring this cave set and trying to collect resources or special items before you depart and avoid dying to the bugs. So it's fun enough, a bunch of things put together. Not, it doesn't stand out any one part on its own, but altogether it's perfectly serviceable.
Cool. Okay, thanks for your opinion. Yeah, I know we were trying to see if we wanted to play that, but if anybody's down to do it, but I appreciate the opinion on that. That actually, helps me decide whether I want to even try that or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Destinoto, what'd you play last week?
I played. I played a lot of Master Duel.
How you liking that?
It's a great mobile / computer game because it's also on PC and Switch and PS4 and PS5.
I don't think it's on PS4. I think it's only on PS5 actually.
Oh, maybe it is then.
Yeah, I think it's only PlayStation 5. But
PS5, Switch, computer. It's in your phones now too. It has it's rolled out to mobile devices, so you can put on a tablet as well.
That's good.
Pretty high quality visuals. The cards look really cool when you summon some of them. It's got a standard setup like Magic or Hearthstone or any of those other online card games. Just 2 fields and you could use the cards and play.
Okay.
It's PS4, by the way.
Is it PS4?
Yeah, it's PS4.
I swear to God, there's no...
Just looked on the PlayStation Store.
Oh, that must have came out later because I only saw PS5 on there. Okay, all right, I
Not a
stand corrected.
PS5
I'm
game,
sorry.
only PS4.
No, that's a PS5 game. Master Duels?
Yeah.
100% is a PS5 game.
All right.
It's installed on my internal as a PS5 title. It's not a PlayStation 4 title. It doesn't say PS4.
All right.
I also have it as PS5, but interesting.
Weird. That's weird. That's odd.
But yeah, anybody who has ever played Yu-Gi-Oh or watched Yu-Gi-Oh or has had some sort of interest in it in the past, then I urge you to try the game. Extremely free to play, friendly. You literally just have to play the game, and you don't even have to play like for hours and hours in a day. You just play like an hour, maybe half an hour, and do the missions. You get gems. Gems are used to open packs. Yes. Why are you still standing here? 'Cause what? You don't have to stand here.
Oh, it is PS4 and PS5. The app
Why are you
only
standing
says
here?
PS4. You have
No.
to change.
That's what I
Yeah,
figured.
you have to change settings. My bad.
That's what I figured. All right. That's not a... You want to save the rest of your Master Duel for your actual topic when you talk about everything about it?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Okay. Adam, what did you do last week?
Oh God. I played Bridge Constructor on PC on Steam. I've owned those games for a while. I'm pretty sure Chester gave me those games because he bought a Humble Bundle and had it. And then mute yourself if you're not talking. Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Jesus. Come on. Mic etiquette. Learn it. And then
Wow.
what? It's fine, Kevin. You know, you gotta keep these. You gotta be strict with the rules, Kevin. You gotta beat it into them. You want to know why it's okay to do that? Because he won't listen no matter what we say. If we say it nice, we say it mean. You know what though? It's okay because then he uses that anger to yell at Sony for folders, and we respect that. Where are our folders at, Shuhei? Where are our folders at, Jimmy? Herman?
Also, Adam, family show, Adam. Family show. Watch your fucking mouth.
Hey! I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, no, I played Bridge Constructor on PC. Played for like an hour. Did like 20 levels or whatever. Fun game. And then played some Animal Crossing. Only like one sitting the entire week. So, like 4 hours of it, but like, didn't play for too long. And then I actually hopped back into Minecraft because the updates have been out, and I was like, wow, what do the new worlds look like? So I just started a world. Then I just ran around. Wow, the caves update, beautiful. I just loaded up a random world. I found a cave, and I was like, this is a bat cave. This is awesome as hell. And then, I deleted the world. I'm not keeping it or anything. I'm not starting again anytime soon. But yeah, really cool update to that. And then I played more Sackboy with Chester. And then I played Sackboy on my own and ended up getting the platinum because I did the Whip Snorter challenge. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So that is my 99th platinum. So, thank you. Yep. That didn't sound like beating off. It sounded like clapping. So, but yeah, that's all I played. Quite a few things, but not terribly a lot, I guess.
Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, we may have to check out the Minecraft worlds, actually. I've been wanting to see the caves update and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
just start a game. Just start a world and walk around. You see it pretty quick because the ground just opens up everywhere. I started a new world like 3 times just to see how different it was.
Are those both of the updates out now? Caves and Cliffs are both out?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I might be wrong on Cliffs. I thought Cliffs came out first before Caves. I think it did.
I feel like it was like yesterday we were talking about when that update was supposed to hit.
Back in August. That's when we were talking about it, yeah.
God, where does time go? Okay. What did I play last week? I beat Carrion, Platinum that. Really fun 2D horror game where you actually get to be the monster. I highly recommend anybody who likes the Metroidvania style play that game. It's a lot of fun. Easy platinum too. Real simple platinum. It's about 7 to 8 hours of platinum. So good job on anybody who wants to go get that, and it's actually a good price. I don't know who the developers are. I don't know what they've made other than Carrion. I'm not 100% familiar with them, but they made a fantastic game otherwise. What else did I do? Back God of War. But that's my next platinum on the list to get. So I will be doing my best to go through all the trials of that are remaining for me, including the Valkyries, and I'm gonna do my best to get the platinum before Horizon comes out, which I don't know if that's possible at this point, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't think I played anything else. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I did anything else. I played a bit of Jackbox, actually. That's wrong. I did play a bit of Jackbox. I think I played Jackbox 7, 6, and I think that was it, honestly, other than that. But yeah, okay. Now that we got all that out of the way, Decinotor, do you want to continue with your proper topic of Master Duels and kind of tell everybody your opinion and all that stuff that's going on about it?
Sure.
Go right ahead, please.
So, what was I? Well, it's like I said, it's a really fun game. It actually has tutorials right in the beginning as you start, which I would advise not to skip, because I believe when you do them, you get gems, which again you can use the gems to open up packs of cards, and that's how you build your deck. So at the start, you should be able to get enough gems within like, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two of playing to like maybe get halfway through making your deck or start at least. Um, the drop rates are pretty good, better than most um, other gacha games. I play another one I play is Fate, and that's one of the lowest. Well, it's yeah, I guess it is one of the lowest. I think Genshin is still worse, but Fate has a pretty bad drop rate too for its SSRs. But this is a card game, so it's going to be slightly different with how the drop rates work. Because you need more than you need at least 40 cards in your main deck to really duel. That's like the standard count. You could do more or less, but 40 is usually where people end up
How's the competitive
going
scene
to.
online in this game? Is a lot of people playing competitively for Yu-Gi-Oh, or
There's
how does that go?
a ton, yeah. I mean, we just had they just gave us 1,000 free gems, which is equals to 10 packs. 10 packs of 8 cards each. So you get 80 cards per 10 pull. But yeah, they just gave us 1,000 gems because they reached hold on, where is it here? I think it was 10 million downloads. Um, yeah, 10 million downloads as of 2/7/22. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah, as of yesterday, 10 million people download the app.
Wow, it's got pretty good numbers.
Yeah, to give a comparison, Fate recently just reached like a 13 or 14 million, or maybe it's a little bit higher, maybe like 15 million download campaign.
How
But
long has that been
that
out?
game's been out for about 5 years in North America.
Oh my god.
And this just came out like, what, a month ago, I think?
Not even, I think, at this point,
Like
3
a few
weeks.
weeks. Yeah, a few weeks ago, and it's already 10 million downloads. So there's quite a few people playing the game. Matchmaking is like 3 or 4 seconds, you'll find somebody
Okay.
in ranked. You literally don't have to wait any time at all. I mean, I mean, most people are going to be in bronze, silver, and gold. I'm in gold 2 right now, but I still haven't been really waiting for anybody to find a match. So
Huh.
I reached gold 2 last night. I'm only playing Dark Magician. My Dark Magician deck is pretty sweet. I've been fine tuning it ever since I made the whole deck and the extra deck. And Yeah, that's my only like fully complete deck so far. I do have two others that I'm in the process of making that I'm only missing some ultra rares in the deck for. Um, and so there's normal, rare, super rare, and ultra rare cards in the game. The ultra rare is gonna be, I think it's a 7% drop rate. Let me see. Oh, it's 2.5% actually.
Okay.
Um, and then 7.5% for SR cards, and then it just goes up from there. But honestly, they're really like I've I've been getting pretty lucky with the packs, getting the URs and SRs that I need. Um,
Okay.
and they have like a conversion thing where you can burn your like let's say you got some card that's UR that you're never going to use, turn it into a third of what it costs to make a UR card. So you get 10 UR credits, and you need 30 UR credits to make a UR card, and it could be any card that you need. You don't have to roll for like packs for every single UR. Like let's say you needed one more UR for one deck, you can just use the UR credits that you have from cards that you don't use and build that card that way. Um, I think like the other thing is that there's no limited banners as of right now. There's only these two specific packs, but they're on a rotation for 60 days. So I wouldn't even like classify that as being like a limited time thing, honestly. Usually in other gacha games, the limited time banners run for like a week maybe less. Um, but yeah, the good thing is you can build any deck you want anytime you want, and you don't have to worry about like, oh, is it going to be available next month? Or is it going to be available next year? You can just build whatever cards you want with the credits or spending the gems, which honestly you probably get like there's a lot of missions you could do, including daily missions and unlimited missions. You probably get maybe 10 to 15k gems, I think,
Oh,
just from playing the story mode and then also doing ranked battles and uh, just doing other missions in the game. Like it's super easy to get gems. The only time you'll probably see yourself not getting as much is like once you're done with story, once you're like, I guess not playing ranked as much anymore, but it's pretty fun to play against all these weird decks that you've never seen in your life. Like I was playing one last yesterday, um where it was this monster that it's zero attack and zero defense, but you summon it to the field if you have no other cards in your field, and it can't be destroyed by a monster through battle. It can't be destroyed by card effects, and um, if you attack it, the opponent takes no battle damage.
sounds like
So
a bit of an OP card.
yeah, but it doesn't do anything. It just sits there. Except there's like 5 different versions of that monster, and people run 3 of each. So even if you banish like half of them, there's still going to be another half of those monsters that just sit on the board and do these passive effects where like one is if they attack you, um, you take damage equal to your opponent's, or you take damage equal to your monster's attack, even though the thing has zero attack, and it can't be destroyed. But you like it's like a thing where you just eventually lose unless you somehow break through the board and like banish the monster that's on the field, and you could attack them directly, which is what I failed to do. I lost
No. Well, that
by my own
sucks.
mistake though, because I took out one Dark Magician that I needed in the deck to activate a card, that would bring it to the field, and then I could use another spell card that I had in the field already to banish a monster on his side of the field, and then I would have been able to direct attack and win.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's also the Duel Pass, which is like a battle pass thing.
Mhm.
Actually pretty good. You level up really, really quick when you play ranked, and there's a ton of extra stuff you get just from leveling up the battle pass. It goes to up to 100, but you can probably finish it if you're playing frequently within like a week or two, and they give you like 60 days, I think, to finish it, which I feel like is way too long because there's so many people who already went to 100 like a week or two ago. Just from
really?
playing ranked, yeah, just from grinding ranked. You get gems from it. You get those SR and UR credits you can use to make cards, as well as normal and rare credits to make the cards. And every single level you get more and more. And you could choose to buy the gold dual pass or just use the one they give you. But if anybody's planning to play, I would say use the 600 gems that you're gonna get at some point, and just buy the dual pass because it's kind of a no-brainer. You get all the gems back eventually, and you get a ton of credits to make cards. There's also these bundle deals where you get like 10 packs of cards, and then a very strong staple card that you could use like in any deck. Yeah, it's really good mobile game, high quality.
Alrighty. Thank you, Desinoto. Thanks for all the opinion and tips and tricks with Yu-Gi-Oh. Kevin, you have anything you want to talk about this week? Oh. Oh God, Kevin's gone. Kevin's dead.
The answer is no.
Oh boy. Okay. Adam, we got anything?
I'm just kidding.
Adam and Kevin are
There's
both
a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I know there's some Nintendo nerds here.
Shouldn't it be more like Nintendo Indirect, since we're not actually there?
Well, it streams directly to your home.
But it's all
it's everywhere.
Technically, it's not going directly to my home. It's going through some server.
No, it literally says to Chester's home. People have to go to your home to watch it. How are you not aware of this?
Is Reggie gonna ring my doorbell?
Reggie doesn't work for Nintendo. Bowser does.
Well, then why are we talking about Nintendo then?
Did you only
Reggie,
like
no Nintendo?
No, okay, Reggie. No, there's the thing there. Does anybody have any predictions or guesses as to what's going to be there? You think we're going to see a Switch 2 or? What about a Breath of the Wild?
GameCube 2 and Medal of Honor Rising Sun 2.
What?
All
right.
Wild.
Wow, that's wild.
Oh, Kevin's back.
Okay.
No one's gonna see
Nah, he's
coming.
talking to his roommate. That's what's going on there.
Oh.
He'll hop in a moment. But like, are we going to see a date for Bayonetta 3? Like, what's going on there?
Probably.
No.
All right, probably no. Good.
I'm going with no on Bayonetta 3's date.
Okay. Genesis.
Also going no on
for
Metal
Metroid
Gear.
Prime 4.
Or not Metal Gear. Medal of Honor Rising Sun.
Yeah, no,
2.
ignore that.
Me?
Just ignore that. We don't have to acknowledge it. We don't talk about Chester, all right?
You know what would be really wild though is another Harvest Moon announcement.
You haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I know.
Because you don't need another
one.
one.
It'd be wild.
You got Stardew Valley. It's good enough.
Yeah, but they could try to compete with it, man.
But the creator of Harvest Moon was like, the dude who made Stardew Valley was inspired heavily by Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. And he actually got to meet with the creator of Harvest Moon, and the Harvest Moon guy was like, "Yeah, you're doing great." And then they asked him, like, "Do you need to make a sequel to Harvest Moon?" And he's like, "I feel like the industry is covered." So like they're probably making another Harvest Moon. They're just taking their time with it because they
Right.
just don't need to put it out at this
That's fair.
point.
That's fair. Okay.
So anything else?
I think we're gonna see a Fire Emblem tomorrow. Actually, we've been overdue for a Fire Emblem. I think for a little while now, because the last one came out in what 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But that one was that a port of something from the 3DS to the Switch?
I don't know.
I
No
don't think it was
idea.
a.
There's too
I
many
don't.
Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, I don't think there was a new one. Like a newer one for the Switch. I think we'll see one of those. I think God, we may get a glimpse of Metroid Prime 4. Because they're saying they want to show what's coming in 2022 and beyond. So I would think we'd see Bayonetta. I think we'd actually see I don't know if we'd see anything else for Kirby, because they gave us a date on that, didn't they? Like
Yeah, they
gave us a
did. I could
solid
see
date.
them showing another like actual gameplay.
I would see that. I would see a couple of the ports come through from like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One era. Um,
I know what I want, but I'm not going to get it.
what do you want?
I want a remaster of Gargoyles 1 and 2 and Demon's Crest.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Um,
get that.
I
Nope,
mean,
100% not going to.
What do you
didn't
mean?
they?
But they came
What
out
do
of
you say?
nowhere and dropped ActRaiser Renaissance, so
That's what I
like
was
there's a
gonna
little bit of
say.
hope.
I
Yeah,
think
you were so
you
hyped
were
for that
correct.
one.
They do randoms, but I don't know, man. Gargoyles is like a known property that they would have to. I don't know. The rights
Well,
to that are kind of probably tied up in other things.
I don't know if it is. Because I don't know if it was ever an issue when those games first came out. Because they weren't, like, tied into the cartoon series, and I don't think the comics either.
Well, they were its own separate thing. They weren't related to that at all.
I think they only had one character in common, which was Firebrand.
Well, I
But
mean,
I don't know,
they
like.
could be part of the same like franchise, just different stories
Hmm.
and maybe different characters. Like that's possible. Yeah, so I don't know if that's like a way they got around it like back in the day.
Right, right.
But I would assume that like these movie tie-in or comic tie-in games, Nintendo's not remaking those. They're remaking like these lost gems, I would say.
That's what they
Like
are, though. Like, especially Demon's Crest. Demon's Crest is one of the best Metroidvanias
Demon's
in
Crest I think is
existence.
possible. I would say. But I would say no to
Because
Gargoyles.
well, it's the same thing. It's essentially Gargoyles 3, I think,
Is it the
or it's
spiritual
0.
successor to Gargoyles?
It's the same, very very same concept. I'm pretty sure it's actually part of the series, because it still has Firebrand as the main character.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
Firebrand is also in Ghosts and Goblins, so I mean, like, go figure.
Okay. Is that the one where you're going around as a knight, and if you get hit,
Yeah.
your armor falls off in your underwear? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would know
Firebrand is
that,
the
you pervert.
gargoyle enemy that like is in, I don't know, 2 levels, 3 levels, something.
Okay. Anybody think we're gonna see the actual trailer for the Super Mario movie come out tomorrow?
I could see a teaser for it.
It's supposed to be out this year, isn't it?
I think December of this year. Or like
Yeah.
fall.
I could
Man,
see a teaser.
I hope we hear Chris Pratt's Mario voice.
I
Oh my
could see a
god, yes.
teaser. I could see a full trailer by E3, and then a lot of marketing and promotion for it as we kind of wind out of like August, September, and then
Yeah, that's
leading up to the
usually how
movie and all that.
movies work. Yeah, that would.
Okay, I'm just saying in terms of Nintendo because this is their first like
I
big one they're
assume
going
that
for.
movie will be marketed heavily by Nintendo.
I would assume.
Unless it's like
Also,
crap. Unless it's just dog crap, and they're like,
I
well, we just
mean,
gotta pump this thing out without without making people aware that it exists.
do you also think we're gonna see a new Mario game tomorrow? Do you think we'll see the elusive Mario Kart 9?
No.
No. They still have too much money on Mario Kart 8 to make so.
I just hope it's not there. I just like when people are like, I hope Mario Kart 9's there, and then I just hope it's not. They have so many games that they just need to get at, like what's Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4. Like, just give us ideas for those. Like, they might tease Mario Kart 9, but I don't
tease.
think it would be. If it's there, I don't think it'd be a big thing.
I think Metroid Prime 4 is less likely to show up. Breath of the Wild is more likely to show up.
What about a port of Breath of the Wild?
Oh, you mean to the Switch?
Well, it's already on the Switch, but like an HD update to it because it has the OLED, like an OLED update.
I mean, I don't think it needs that because the processor's not different, right? The HD update would just...
Does it not do anything different?
No, OLED doesn't do anything different. It just displays colors a bit better. That's all. OLED does not boost your HD whatsoever. Just shows nicer colors. That's it. Like more deeper reds and blacks and things like that.
Oh.
Does it boost my DH?
It will boost your DH. It will. It will boost your DH. I promise you that. The only other thing I was thinking we may also see is Pikmin. I was really thinking that one. We haven't seen anything on Pikmin in years.
2019
would be a perfect time.
It's been 3 years.
For Pikmin 4. Right? 3
Yeah, it would be 4.
3 already
you're
happened,
right. Yeah. You haven't said anything wrong. Don't worry. Yeah.
Pikmin 4 would be a good time to release a trailer for Pikmin 4.
No, skip it. Pikmin 10.
Oh, okay.
It's how you bigger numbers, bigger sales.
And I would think too that like they have so many things ready to go. They're just not. They don't want to show their hand right away. Also, anybody know how long? Did they announce how long this direct?
40 minutes.
30 minutes. 40 minutes.
Yep.
So generally, the 40-minute ones are usually like jam-packed with things.
It's usually
30 and less, they usually focus on like a couple of things. And they're like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at that, and then okay, end the show. 40 is like, hey, here's everything. Check this all out.
Yeah, it's usually like boom, 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 boom. We have 40 minutes and we have packed 38 games into this.
Exactly.
Check a look.
You think there's going to be an update to the Switch Online Family bundle that they offer?
No. I don't. I think they'll talk about it's. It's been a real success for us, and we will continue to support it. And I think that's it. I don't think there will be any like major announcements to it. I don't really follow Nintendo news that much, so I expect to be wrong about all of this. Every time, you know what? I'm still not over the Chris Pratt Mario thing. I feel like that's very clear, though.
I mean, I don't think anybody's at this point picking Chris Pratt as the voice of Mario. Just doesn't make any sense to anybody. But hey, he's really cool, right?
He's so cool.
He's so cool, guys.
I rewatched the announcement of it today.
And how did you feel? Did you want it?
I laughed the entire time again because it's one ridiculous thing after another.
I mean, I don't know how anybody would think that Chris Pratt would make a very good Mario.
He's cool. So.
Okay.
Chester, do you have any real ideas for Nintendo?
Not GameCube 2?
Not GameCube 2.
As much as we all love Project Dolphin, I'm not making a second one. All right.
Project Dolphin.
Classic.
Star Fox.
Oh, maybe.
That's not a bad guess.
I mean, compared to his others, no, not at all. But no, overall, no, that's not a bad guess at all. Yeah, we haven't seen one since that awful remake that barely looked like a remake.
How did that sell? That was horrible.
One copy. Chester bought it.
Though no one makes like super speed racers anymore. I would say Star Fox more likely than F-Zero. So
I can see it. I can see it.
All right, here's a curveball I'm gonna throw here. There's been some talks of Google salvaging Stadia.
Wait, are we already in rumors?
No. I'm just
Oh,
pitching
okay.
something
He
to
said
Nintendo
rumors
and
like about a minute ago, so I was also confused, Kevin. Thank you for clarifying.
oh no. I'm sorry.
No,
I
I
was gonna
thanked
say
Kevin,
something
not you.
about it, but I said I'm sorry.
I forgive Kevin.
What the okay. So Google, there's been some talk about Google potentially salvaging Stadia and either selling off Stadia assets or just kind of, you know, throwing the project in the garbage and kind of just moving on with their life.
If you ask if Nintendo's gonna buy this, I'm gonna hit you.
Okay, I'm not asking if Nintendo's going to buy it. I'm asking, is Nintendo going to use it? I think so. Here's the thought process I have here. Everything on Nintendo Switch is cloud based. Stadia was good with cloud stuff. Okay, if Nintendo's smart, right, they would want to have some sort of technology like that where it would say, okay, we can actually use things cloud based, and it would work to a point because a lot of their cloud based stuff right now is absolute trash. Doesn't work properly, lag, stuttering. I think the best example of this is the Kingdom Hearts collection on Stadia, not Stadia, on Switch right now. You you can't play it without lag at this point. Um, and it's pretty bad. Like people have posted videos online showing like
We've
it's
talked about it.
horrible. Yes. Um, if and hear me out on this. What if they use that tech to bring a live service game to their system?
Um,
Because they don't have any.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Uh huh.
your logic, genius, 100%. I'm also gonna tell you though, it's Nintendo.
Uh huh.
That's not what Nintendo does. Nintendo does its own. I just don't think Nintendo would ever be like, the Stadia stuff. We should get this technology. They literally just discovered an Ethernet port on their console. I just don't think they're that far ahead in all that. Their console isn't even really HD. like, I just,
This is true.
I like it's such a. If you were in charge of Nintendo, genius moves right there. That's you're playing a different ball game. If it happens, holy crap, you called it. Beautiful. But it's Nintendo, and I have no faith or trust or hope or expectation of them ever doing that within the next 5 years. I would
Fair
give
enough.
them 2030 maybe. 2030, they're going to be like, this cloud stuff, we got to start looking into this. Because, that's, oh man. But hey, if you're right though, applause. Applause. Bow. You are the new god of the podcast.
It's just a thought I had because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, they really suck at cloud stuff, and
Yeah.
they're the only ones that don't have a live service game, and clearly that's where the industry is going, live service things.
Well, they
So
don't have like a first party live service game, but they have live service games on their console.
yeah, but I don't think they work very well considering the stupid connection with Nintendo. So
I
the
mean,
the internet
I'm
connection
sure they
and
work
Switch
to
at
an
this point is
extent.
atrocious. Smash's netcode is just abysmal. I mean, any of their online only games just
Animal
don't work.
Crossing, I will say, mostly works.
Okay,
There's not a lot
that's
going on there, but also I've been meaning to rant about this on here. I'm not going to rant too long. I'm not
go
even
ahead,
really going to
please.
rant.
Oh, rant,
When
rant.
I let my friend into my island because she plays real times and her stores are closed, and I'm like, it's forever day in my world. She comes to my island, and when you want to like do any sort of island construction, if you want to place things outside, if there's so many features that are taken away if somebody's visiting. You literally can't do 80% of what you can normally do. And sometimes even when you're digging, you will go into this animation of where you're about to dig, but then you're locked into it, and sometimes the shovel in your hand will spin, and I've been locked in that for like 30 seconds before. It's the online I would say is about 90% stable, and other times it's like, what the hell is going on right now? And then I Google and I go, is Animal Crossing down? And the down detector for Animal Crossing is like, yeah, just assume it is. Just assume it's down. Like it's always up, but it doesn't work well. But I would say that it's usable. I don't know about like Fortnite or anything like that. If anybody's playing that, and then the netcode stuff, I know a lot of Smash, and they don't complain about online for that ever because they're crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy usually. They get used.
They're just trying to get their percentages up, knock people off of rings. I'm like, I'm just trying to eat some onion rings. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Get out of my booth.
Yeah. I've always been meaning to ask you about how online is for Animal Crossing, so I appreciate your opinion on that.
Not as terrible as you think it would be. Their store loads like the PlayStation 3 store now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's pretty slow.
It's not good. But yeah, I mean, I haven't done anything else online, but I can't imagine that I don't think it's as awful as it once was. I think their online has gotten better. Their cloud streaming, I know a lot of people complain about it though. Like a lot of games that come to the Switch, and it's like you can only play this via the cloud, and if you have a really good internet connection, and your Switch has like what, a 4 or 5? What is this Wi-Fi thing on the Switch? I know it's old.
Switch has Wi-Fi 5. They're regular Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and it's not great.
They don't have Wi-Fi 6. Yeah, Wi-Fi 5 has become very antiquated at this point because of most routers moving to Wi-Fi 6, and Wi-Fi 5 can't gain, I think, more than like 100 or 120 megabits per second or something like that. So it's difficult for it to use connections like that.
Yeah.
So
my Switch, I actually recently unplugged the Ethernet cord. It's not directly connected to my internet anymore, so I honestly don't know what Animal Crossing is like wireless. So if I try that over the next week, I'll report back.
Let me know, because I'd like to know. I mean, as far
It'll
as the system, I would assume so.
Yeah.
As far as a brand new system, I don't think we're going to see one of those for another year or two. The Switch is riding on such a high right now. I don't foresee them talking about a Switch 2, especially since the OLED one just came out last year. I don't think they will even bother mentioning about a Switch 2 or a Switch 4K or
OLED
whatever
2.
you want to call it. Yeah, or OLED 2 or OLED Plus, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they hit, 100 million milestone just recently? I think
103, I think.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't believe
it's now the fourth best-selling home console, or third? I think fourth.
It's already beaten out the PS4, correct? Or is the PS4 100
PS4 is 116 as far as we last know.
Well, that'll be dethroned.
Yeah. Once it dethrones that, then it's got PlayStation 2 and something else.
Which PS2 is?
PS2 is 155 million. It's still the number one selling home console. And then I think there's something before PS2 and after PS4.
Yes, I would assume.
No, home console is what this list is.
Oh,
not. When you count the like mobile and handhelds and stuff, the PS2 is not even close.
No, DS is way out. DS is like.
Well, it depends which DS you're counting. Because there's like 70.
3DS? or the DS Lite maybe, or the DSi?
What, do you count those separately, or do you put them all together?
I think DS Lite, the I, and the DS would all be one together. Then
not the
2DS? 3DS XL, 2DS.
The 3DS, the XL, the
because the 2DS is just the DS.
The monochrome SDXD.
Kevin's making up Pokemon games now. Kevin, I'm pretty sure those are Pokemon games. Pokemon Monochrome.
There was There was the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the
Yeah,
Game Boy
that's where it gets complicated. So
Advance SP, Game Boy Micro, Game
Can we still call
Boy.
it Game Boy? Let's talk about that.
yeah, why
Yeah,
can't
sure.
we?
What?
Cause what about Game Girl, huh?
Oh God.
Nobody made that. They
I
made a
mean,
Game Boy.
Yeah, nobody. Well, actually, no. Somebody did make Mrs. Potato Head, but that didn't matter.
I mean, if you have a
Anyway.
purple one or a
Oh,
pink one
okay.
or
So
a
I
red
pulled up the
one,
Wikipedia. PlayStation 2
Oh
is the
no.
number one, over 155 million. The Nintendo DS family, that's 154.02 million.
oh my God, they haven't.
So
Nobody's
PS2 has
dethroned the
actually
king.
outsold, and then also Game Boy and Game Boy Color, that's 118.69 million. PlayStation 4 is 116.9 million, and then Nintendo Switch is 103.54 million.
You know what's
So the
not on that
Switch
list?
just passed
Xbox.
the PlayStation, the Wii, the PS3, and the 360.
This is true. This is true, Kevin. I'm surprised that nothing has dethroned the PS2, but I'm
But you
also
got to remember the market for the PS2. Not only was it cheap as hell, it was also a DVD player when everybody transitioned to DVD players.
yeah. That and
Also, they sold the
extensive library.
PS2 from like 2000 to 2014 or 15.
Yeah, they sold
They
it for a
they sold it for a long time, and then it also
Long
exploded
lifecycle.
in Brazil in like 2009. Yeah, the PS2 is kind of an outlier. It's kind of like how The Lion King is the number one selling VHS tape, and it will remain that way for the rest of time.
Hawaiian King?
The Lion King.
Oh
Hawaiian
my
King?
God! Shoot me, please.
I thought you said Hawaiian King, and I was
Yep.
like, Hawaiian
That's my favorite
King?
Disney movie.
Holy
Sometimes
shit.
people call it Moana or Lilo and Stitch. But yeah, Hawaiian King.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Why
Okay,
can't
yeah,
it be Hawaiian
the Lion
Queen? But
King.
whatever.
The Lion King would, yeah, I would assume the Lion King would be the highest at that point. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, yeah, listen, with the PS2's extensive library, the amount of exclusives they had on that console, and just the way that console sold, I'm not surprised. And eventually, that console got down to what, $100 and less to buy one.
Yeah,
When you got
it got super cheap.
Yeah, when you got the PS2 Slim Slim or the PS2 Slim 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 Slim.
Yeah, there were so many iterations. I'm telling the PS2, man, that thing was. And on Wikipedia, it's not just 155 million. Everything has like an exact number. The PS2 has 155 million plus. Like Sony just stopped keeping track because they were like, yeah, it sold a lot. I don't know, whatever.
Well, the King's always going to be there, I guess, until the Switch comes up behind it and stabs it in the back. You know, 'cause that's all that godforsaken
Yeah.
system is good for. Stab
well,
people in the back.
Okay.
Switch, short for Switchblade.
Uh-oh.
All right. Anyway,
Wow, 1-2 switch has a different meaning now. That's what kids say before they stab.
Yes, stab you right.
You think there's going to be a
between the
sequel to
calf.
1-2 switch?
I would think so. I think there might be a sequel to that.
They
even
call
though
it
that was
3-4
just,
switch?
yeah, they might call it 3-4-5 switch.
Why would they add a 5? I don't like that.
Because 1-2 was 2 numbers, right? 3-4-5 would be 3 numbers.
But this is the sequel, so it's the second game. Why are we jumping to 3? The first game was 2.
No. The first.
Why don't we
game.
double it? Why isn't 3-4-5-6 switch?
All right, so let's call it 3-4-5-6-7-8-9 switch.
Again, there's no pattern to what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I got one more. rumor.
All right. So let me end this topic with I don't think any of us really have any sort of aspirations or hopes or anything like that for Nintendo Direct, but
I have hopes. I hope they change their mind about Animal Crossing support. They said they were done.
oh yeah.
I hope they're like, hey,
that.
we see that a lot of people are still playing the crap out of this game for some reason, and we're gonna upgrade Nooks so you can buy more than 4 items a day. Piece of shit.
Well, I mean, one of us has some hopes, so
hopefully.
hopefully.
I have hopes.
And also Infamous 3.
They're pipe dreams.
The pipe dreams. Did you say Infamous 3?
Uh-huh. I don't care where it goes. I will follow Cole.
Okay, no. This is not what we're doing. No.
Infamous
Okay.
3, Xbox 360. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Hang me.
all right. Kevin, you got any topic before I move on to
do have
rumors?
a topic. You ready?
Please go ahead.
It's a tiny topic.
Go ahead.
Tina?
Sort of. It could blow up. We'll see. So
Kevin, that's a bomb.
Yeah. So Capcom. All right. Capcom's got a lot of stuff that could be releasing this year, next year, soon-ish, and they haven't really done a whole lot of speaking about much. So just to throw a whole bunch of junk out there real quick. Well, okay. This is from my little bit of looking around and like Googling random things. So if anybody else knows things, sweet. Jump in after I get through this speed run of Capcom stuff. Still, not much, if nothing at all, on Resident Evil 8 DLC. We do now know that Resident Evil 4 remake is happening at some point soon-ish. Street Fighter and Mega Man, both 35-year anniversaries this year. Haven't really heard much of anything other than yes, Street Fighter 6 is being worked on. That's about it. Dragon's Dogma 2, supposedly being worked on. The occasional random rumor or leak makes its rounds, but there's nothing out of Capcom's mouth. I feel like there's got to be something for Devil May Cry, but like, who knows? Anyway, like there's and then there's all the other games like Forspoken, I think is theirs, correct? Yeah.
Oh.
So that'll be coming. That they've actually shown a bunch of stuff for.
Forspoken is Square Enix.
Is it? It came up as a Capcom game when I was looking on Google. All right.
Yeah, but Google will also tell you like wild things because what was the other day?
Game that they have another one? Is it Pragmata?
Pragmata, yeah, but that's
Pragmata, okay.
That's 2023.
Yes, that is officially 2023 and delayed.
Google's crazy. It tells you stuff about arsenic.
Google is crazy.
Remember I Googled what came out on PlayStation last year, and then it gave me games from like 2004 on GameCube and like 360 the other day. I was doing that, and I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Also, Google doesn't know the definition of arsenic and how it's not flammable, but it is flammable.
Well, you know,
at the same
it's
time.
fine. But anyway, yeah, basically, like, what are we thinking with like Capcom? Do we need to see all this stuff? Is it too much too quickly?
No.
Because like at the rate that they're not talking about things, this is either going to rapid fire, or a whole bunch of stuff's going to be revealed. I can't speak. It's going to be revealed like one after another, or like these projects aren't really as close as anyone hopes / thinks.
I think. Did you mention ReVerse, by the way?
No, because that's coming up too, right?
Yeah, that's
I feel like that would definitely be coming out.
Summer.
Yeah.
Summer, it said.
They'll probably give a date. And
there's another
trailer.
one from them too. Capcom's Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Sunbreak is summer.
Don't forget about Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, he said that.
I did mention that. I don't know when the release is, but it should be this year. Soonish. Yeah.
Honestly, I think that a lot of the games you mentioned, they've talked about within the last 6 months. And if not, they're rumors, and that I would assume they would announce them sometime soonish.
I think the only game they talked about in the last 6 months has been Resident Evil 8. I mean, they showed the dragon. They showed the dragon from Monster Hunter Sunbreak at the Nintendo conference, but that was it. Like, Capcom hasn't shown off.
Was very quiet.
The only big thing they talked about is Resident Evil 8. We were expecting Resident Evil 4 at the Game Awards because there was that big rumor of like, oh yeah, it's gonna appear, and never showed up.
Well, 4 they've shown footage of, I think, right?
No,
they had that VR game. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. You're right.
Yeah, they haven't formally announced this game yet. And Pragmata, we've only seen one trailer during the Sony event. That was at this point a year and a half ago.
Well, they talked about the Resident Evil, like they said, we'll have more updates about Resident Evil DLC. in August.
That was part of that same event that I'm talking about. That's the only thing they've spoken about in the last 6 months. It was the Resident Evil event that happened.
Yeah, and they also announced the Monster Hunter thing at a Nintendo conference in September.
Yeah, they did.
That was So 2 things in the last 6 months.
And then they've talked about Pragmata. They delayed that to 2023. That was in the fall. They did that.
That's a delay, though. They didn't give us any
that's what I'm saying. They
information.
talked about like a lot of these things in the last 6 months, and the rest are rumors.
Yeah, but if they're giving me a delay, right? They're not giving me any additional. Like, they're not saying, "Oh, we're delaying it because of XYZ." Also, here's what we've had so far. They haven't given us that. They just said, "Hey, it's delayed to 2023. Sorry, we'll see you then." Like, there's nothing that they gave us. I wouldn't.
They announced that it's not coming out this year. That I would say that's talking about it enough, where I wouldn't expect to hear anything about it in the first half of this year.
We'd probably hear about it in the back half of the year, but I have to definitely agree with Kevin that there's a lot of things that people are expecting out of them because there's been enough talk among the industry and insiders and all that shit with the rumors saying that, listen, Dragon's Dogma sequel's coming. I don't know whatever even happened to Deep Down. I think that got canceled from Capcom.
They never confirmed it.
They never did confirm that it was canceled.
But yeah, it's assumed.
Pragmata we're going to hear at the end of the year. Reverse has been quiet since it got delayed as of July.
That has to have something.
I would assume something
has to.
Resident Evil 8 DLC should be announced early on. I would say probably March, April, something like that. We should probably see it soon. And then their other projects, like they should be working on all the Street Fighter, because I believe Street Fighter 5 Ultra is almost done. I think they're on the last character now.
Well, like I said too, like Street Fighter and Mega Man both turned 35 this year.
Mega Man's another one. A lot of people have been asking, like, hey,
Mega Man's kind of dead.
What are we doing with Mega Man? Like, what's Capcom going to do with them? Because I know there was that Mighty Man number 9 at one point, but that was made by somebody else.
Yeah, Mighty number 9, not Mighty Man.
Oh, Mighty number 9.
It wasn't good though. It took.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like it. That
it was. I thought it was like delayed like 6 times, and then it came out. It wasn't good.
Wasn't
and things.
Good.
Yeah. A lot of people have been asking about Mega Man. I mean, Capcom still has Pac-Man's under Capcom, isn't it?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I think
it's whoever owns Namco. I think.
Oh no, that's Namco. Yeah, that's Bandai Namco. Never mind.
How about Bomberman?
Bomberman is Capcom.
Do they own all the mans?
Bomberman.
All the mans.
Is Bomberman Capcom?
I don't know.
I feel like it's not.
I'm not 100% sure.
But like even without like all those, so just, like I said, my thing is like, what do we think? Do we actually get something? Okay, actually, let me specify. Do we get like at least trailers of all the? Going to be like announcement year for Capcom, or do we think stuff's getting delayed?
I think it's Adam, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think. I mean, I don't really have an investment in this, so I'll just make this brief and quick. I think that we'll get some announcement. You've named a lot of things, and it's not wild that a corporation for video games has this many things, like either unannounced or kind of announced or not talked about. Yeah, I think we'll get Resident Evil DLC sometime this year. I think they'll talk about that when they talk about RE-verse. I think they'll be like, hey, to celebrate this, hop back into Resident Evil 8, play blah, 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 blah. And then the other stuff that's not been delayed, I mean, they might talk about it or show a trailer. We might even see the Monster Hunter stuff tomorrow at the conference for Nintendo.
Good spot to see it.
That's usually where they show stuff for Monster Hunter.
Sometimes Sony and sometimes them. They kind of fluctuate between the two.
Yeah, it depends on the game. It's usually like the spin-off ones, they go to Switch first, and then the bigger ones usually come out to everything, and then they show them off.
I think this is expansion to the main game. Sunbreak is. I mean,
it is. I think you're correct. I remember watching that video. I think I was watching it with you, Kevin, and that they were like, Sunbreak. Yeah, and then they talked about it for like 4 minutes. I think Destiny, you were there too, and they were just talking about it, and then they were like, all right, well, next thing. That conference sucked. It was like 20 minutes. Um,
Yeah.
but
That was
yeah, no,
Nintendo's
there's
conference.
no. This was the one that was the E3 one, or not? No,
Yeah.
the Summer Games, the one in August that Jeff
Oh,
Keighley hosted.
the Capcom one that they had a
Yeah,
part
that
of.
little
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. I got you. I got
But
you.
yeah, no, that's I think what you've said is a normal amount of games, and I think the amount of that they're not talking about is normal. I don't think there's
Oh, okay.
anything out of the ordinary here.
Um,
Because I
all
never
right.
really paid that close attention to Capcom, so this just feels not like them. But maybe it is like them, and I just don't know.
Their
I haven't
franchises
paid
are doing
attention to
well.
Capcom very long.
The
Yeah.
That's
see
true.
the thing with them right now, they're in a very opportune spot because finally Devil May Cry and Resident Evil, both two of their biggest franchises besides Street Fighter, really are bringing in some good money for them because they reported, I think it was the end of 2021, they reported that these two have brought in the most money at any point in time in their series career, is what I should say. Um, they've been riding a high for a little while. The one or two games that people have very very big questions about though is a Marvel vs. Capcom, because the last one that came out was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and that was absolutely horrendous. A lot of people were upset with that. And the other game that people are wondering what they're doing with um, is going to be the Okami series. The last one we got was the remaster that came on the PlayStation 4. And then they made one for the DS, and that was it after that. They didn't make any more of it. I would think, with all the franchises that we've named, this is this is either going to be their their blockbuster year where they announce all this stuff coming between this year and next year and beyond, or they're quiet again this year. They release maybe two or three things, which was like Resident Evil 4, DLC, and Reverse, and everything else is going to be pushed on the back burner for right now and just kind of moved along because I don't know how well they've been doing with COVID and their situation in the offices and things like that. Um, but it definitely can go either way. But there's a lot of big names that they have that we haven't heard quite a bit
Real
about
quick,
in a while.
Capcom in October, in their financials, they said they're not releasing any major new game until after March 31st. So I would start expecting news after that.
Okay, okay, didn't know that part. I appreciate
Yeah,
the
I just found
information.
that. So
Okay, where? Why would they? Oh, because fiscal year? Is that why maybe?
yeah, they probably just didn't have anything, so they're like push it out. I mean, clearly delays have hit them. I would say that any company has been hit hard by the pandemic, but yeah, that's just a fun little thing I found.
Okay, okay. Destino, do you got any thoughts on this?
Um, no.
Okay.
What
Chester,
you
you
want to know?
still here?
You want to know what's crazy, real quick?
Yeah.
Remember, over a year ago at this point, there was that whole Capcom leak, and you read that out to Giuseppe and myself.
I think I remember reading something like
It
that.
went to like 2024, and it was like all these like crazy things, and I'm pretty sure none of those things happened.
You know what? While you're talking, let me see if I can
I mean,
look
that
this
was the
leak
end of
up.
my sentence. So,
No, okay, all right. Uh,
All right,
I
so you
mean,
now have to talk about something else. Let's go.
what do you want to talk about, Kevin? What do you want to talk about?
Talk to me about lottery numbers.
Uh, Fun fact: I went to the store and I was leaving and I still have cash on me from the holidays. So I
Yeah.
put my 5 in a vending machine for lottery tickets, and I went to get loose change and I bought $5 worth of Take 5. I hit the
All
wrong
right.
button,
Yeah.
and then I won on 2 of them. I won Take 5s on 2 of them.
Mm.
And then I won $1 on another one of them. And 2 I lost on.
All
so
right.
here's the thing, and this is the problem. And that list that I mentioned earlier, that list is still plausible because there's only one item on the list that already passed the date that has not happened, which was Resident Evil Outrage. It was slated for Q4 fiscal year 2021, right? The others are all starting as of Q2 fiscal year 2022, which would match up after August 31st, because Q2 starts after that.
March 31st?
Yes. So Dragon's Dogma 2, which is Q2 2022. Street Fighter 6 Q3 2022. Rockman, which is Mega Man in North America. Mega Man Match. I don't know. I guess maybe anniversary thing.
What? In North America? No, Rockman, and it's not in North America. It's called Mega Man here.
Oh, I said Rockman or Mega Man in North America.
Oh, It sounded like you said Rockman in North America. Yeah. I'm like,
no,
that's not what it was called here.
That's slated for Q3 2022. Resident Evil 4 Remake is slated for Q4 2022. Monster Hunter 6 Q2 2023. Biohazard Apocalypse Q3 2023. Super Street Fighter 6 Q4 2023. Final Fight Remake Q2 2024. Power Stone Remake Q3 2024. Ultra Street Fighter 6 Q4 2024. And then Resident Evil Hank or Resident Evil Hunk Q4 2024.
Hank.
Obviously, it says Hank and then it says likely Hunk. Maybe there's a misspelling. I don't know. The only big thing missing from here is Pragmata.
Yeah.
But this was done November 2nd.
Hey, Maddie.
This was
That was before Pragmata was revealed.
I think so, because that was November 19th.
I mean, that's why I don't trust that list.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure these things could change, but again, only one of these dates has passed, which was Q4 2021.
Yeah, but it's also missing a major game announcement.
Adam just doesn't trust lists.
It's not that I don't trust lists. I don't trust lists that are generalized and just pulled out of, like, logically, some of these things should be here.
How do you feel about a shopping list?
I'm not against shopping lists. I like digital ones, but it's not as satisfying, and I can't read my own handwriting on paper ones, so I really just don't use lists. I just keep them in my mind.
All right.
Like a folder that should be on PlayStation 5. Am I right, Destinoto?
Yep.
Hell yeah!
But that was it.
Right.
That was my topic. Destinoto, do you have anything to weigh in on?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty, boys. It's time for rumors.
Chevrolet? What do you have to you have anything to weigh in on?
Chevrolet.
What? Hey, it's Chester.
Oh yeah.
We can't use a trademarked company. We can use Chester Cheeto, the mascot. That's fine.
Yeah, trademark is different. You know, there's different rules and laws. You gotta be sure which one you're breaking.
Yeah, they don't know where we film this.
We can't afford Chevrolet's version of, you know.
We already said no to Chevrolet. What?
No, we can't afford his version, so he'd be.
We can afford Chester Cheeto.
We can't afford Chester Chevrolet.
What are they going to sue me?
Okay, all right. If they sue you,
sue me. My name is Desunoto Smith. You can write a letter to me at 1-800-GoBlow.com.
Oh God! All right, Chester, do you have any thoughts on the Capcom topic?
Lost Planet 4. Let's do it.
Capital Computers. Sounds good.
Oh my God, I forgot Lost Planet was part
Maybe
of
Lost
Capcom.
Planet 3. I don't remember if they got
Lost Planet 3 did come out. It wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Lost Planet
4. Was that the one that was real co-op-y? Or were all of them co-op-y?
The third one was real co-op-y. That's what brought it down.
And yeah, maybe it was decent if you were playing co-op, but I don't think
the first one was good. The second one, honestly, wasn't that good either.
The second one was great.
Which one had ice? I played a demo once.
The third one.
First had ice too.
Who knows?
The first one having
that's
ice.
That's my guess.
They all had ice.
No,
that's why the planet was lost. They're like, this is a whiteout.
and then they dropped it, and they lost it in the blizzard because it was too slippery.
Now, what about a blackout?
They already did that. Call of Duty did that.
They did that. They chose to go that. They chose to go the right route, right? So
Yeah, literally all of them were ice.
All right, we're moving on to rumors here. First rumor I got. This is about Hogwarts Legacy. This comes from YouTuber Retro Raconteur. A
Sounds
TLDR
trustworthy.
version of this. Devs inspired by level design of Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Breath of the Wild. Enemy camps are a core gameplay mechanic, combat, stealth, and exploration. Dungeons are there, multiple open-world regions. Relationships are part of the game with some focus on making it a way of emotionally engaging players. Multiple towns with unique NPCs, interactions, and dialogues, supposed to make the game more alive. Day and night cycle is in the game, but no mention of seasons. Doesn't mean it's not in the game, though. This YouTuber claims to have seen photographic evidence to support these leaks/claims. What do you guys think?
I missed it. What are we talking about?
Oh, Jesus
There
Christ.
it is.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Sorry,
What was
I had
the
to go play
YouTuber's
referee
name?
for my cats.
Huh?
The one. What was your call? What was your ruling?
I can't find the one anymore, so we'll go with the one that I could find one.
All right. Who was the YouTuber for this rumor?
Retro Raconteur.
Okay. Go ahead and read it again for Kevin.
The TLDR version of this rumor is devs inspired by level design of Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and Breath of the Wild. Enemy camps are a core gameplay mechanic, combat, stealth, and exploration. Dungeons are there, multiple open world regions. Relationships are part of the game with focus on making it more emotionally engaging to players. Multiple towns with unique NPCs, interactions, and dialogues. Day and night cycle in the game, but no mentions of seasons. He's seen photographic evidence to support these leaks/claims.
This is for Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy.
I guess it's kind of all sort of par for the course for an open world RPG. So
Okay.
No.
Okay. No? No. Okay. Adam? No?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Just based on this guy's YouTube, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Ooh, never mind. He recommends Sackboy. I'm gonna trust this guy. He seems like a good guy.
Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Any other thoughts?
Wish I was dead. Oh, about that? No.
Okay. Sure. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the next one here.
By the way, guy posted on his Twitter. He's like, yo, after posting my videos, brought to my attention that some of the info was publicly available.
Publicly available? Really?
Yeah, some of that stuff he said was publicly available, apparently. But he said that he did is communicating with the dev of the game. So.
Okay.
Maybe.
Alright. Well, maybe then. Maybe.
Shinobi follows him, so.
Alright, so we've gone from a complete no to a I like
I'm still
him because
saying
of
no.
Sackboy to maybe.
Still saying no.
But you just said a maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's right, but I'm gonna go no.
Alright. Okay.
He could be 100% right. I'm gonna still say no, even if he's right. My answer is still no, because these people just make up shit. Half the rumors that come out are just false.
This is
I would say
not
more
false.
than that.
That is not false. That is pretty true. Okay. I got another rumor. Apparently, according to a tweet by Marco Morrow, Intelligent Systems fans will be very happy tomorrow during the Nintendo Direct. They're the guys who make Fire Emblem.
That sounds plausible.
Apparently, we're gonna get a new Fire Emblem tomorrow.
Yeah, considering it was kind of absent last time.
Oh, that's broken.
My phone fell. It fell again.
There goes more.
Oh my god. Alright. It's fine.
Now has it gotten to the point where you have to get up?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Alright, I got another rumor here. PlayStation potentially partnering with Gravity Well, former Respawn developers. They have a couple of job postings up here. It says, "Hi, welcome to Gravity Well. We're a brand new independent game development studio, and we believe the time is right to shake things up in AAA game dev. We have John Sanders, director and in external development at PlayStation Studios. Followed both of the co-founders of Gravity Well on Twitter a little after Deviation Games' partner was announced. Also, let me take a look here. So there's 2 job listings for a senior systems designer that they have. The person who's leading this team is John Sanders. He's the director from external development at PlayStation Studios. I guess this is based on all this. They're going off saying that they're potentially partnering with Gravity Well to make another multiplayer game. Yes, no, maybe so.
I mean, maybe. Nothing about that screams PlayStation.
I guess the only thing they're going based off of is just that he's external development in PlayStation Studios.
Yeah, he used to work at PlayStation. Great.
Oh, he was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people used to work at PlayStation, so.
Yeah, I mean, you did make the comment last week that almost any of these high-end, devs are originally from PlayStation.
Yeah, every time a new studio opens, they're like, we got developers from the Uncharted series and Last of Us and Spider-Man and Call of Duty and Titanfall. They name like the famous games.
This team of people, I looked up the company. Almost every one of them came from Apex Legends and Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that would be Respawn.
Like
so
both.
Yeah, Titanfall. Okay. Okay.
So, did Respawn do Apex as well? I only remember EA with Apex Legends. I think Respawn was actually Apex, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the original makers of Apex.
Okay, real quick, not really important, but the guy who's the narrative director at the company worked on Apex Legends, WWE, The Young and the Restless, and As the World Turns.
That's a very odd portfolio of games.
Cool. Those aren't games. A lot of those were not games.
Wait, John Haggerty. Where do I know that name from?
Titanfall, or Modern Warfare, or Apex. Also, it sounds like a singer, but it's not the same name.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could see Sony doing an investment in this, but also, like, nobody from Sony follows this team. Really? Like, nobody important.
Okay.
Like, Herman doesn't follow him, Shuhei, no. So, like, usually those people end up following a team, and then that's where that comes from.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me move on to the next one here. So this one is there's a Persona 2 remake rumor. Apparently this is coming from 4chan, so take it how you want. Persona 2 remake is supposed to be out 2023 or 2024. The original writer for Persona 1 and 2 was recruited to work on this title. He hasn't worked on a Persona since the Eternal Punishment PSP port, Current Persona dev team has been interested in Persona 2 for a decade, but hadn't wanted to commit to a new project without his involvement. Development was supposed to begin years ago, but the original writer had left to go work on the Caligula Effect and its remake, and then COVID hit. Schedules didn't line up. Rather than being built on top of Persona 5's gameplay, it's going to play like Shin Megami Tensei 5 with a Persona coat of paint.
What was the Caligula Effect?
That was another anime game. I don't know what that
Is it
game
Caligula?
is about. Yeah, I think I said Caligula. I don't know how to pronounce it.
How's it spelled?
Caligula.
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 Didn't I say Caligula? What did I
You
say?
said
No,
Caligula.
Yeah, I had to sound it out. Caligula.
It's like Kelly Blue Book, right?
Yeah, ooh boy.
Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce that word.
No, you didn't.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Shame. Let's beat him to death.
No shame. No.
Let's just beat him to death. That'll learn you how to spell.
What?
As we beat you, you have to spell what we're doing.
Some weird masochistic Mario teacher's typing. What's going on?
Punch. How do you spell groin?
Oh my god. Anyway.
All right. Next rumor: Batman Arkham coming to Switch.
Finally.
A couple of sources. First was Nick Sheepshill Nick.
Yeah, I believe this one.
Yeah, VGC revealing it was found on a French retailer in the article, and then Nate the Hate also uploaded a tweet related to Batman, but currently uncertain if it's the same project.
Better not be a new project. It's exclusive to Switch. Kill a man. Yeah, I believe this one only because I saw this rumor earlier today. And I was like, or not even today. I think it was last night I saw it, and then all of a sudden this direct was announced, and I'm like, yeah, that'll probably be there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, you even said in your predictions for tomorrow that more ports from this generation or last generation, you said so, and I was like, he right, he got that bag.
Okay, next one here. Insider Zippo 1-2 Switch
the lighter
sequel. No, not the lighter. 1-2 Switch is getting a sequel. Apparently.
Look at that! Tomorrow. Better be 3 and 4.
He says it's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
No.
So he says the title is gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Well, he's a lighter, so I don't believe him.
All right, next one. So, Starfield trailer at the end of February. Again, this is a 4chan rumor. Bethesda has plans to make Starfield's marketing campaign follow in Skyrim's footsteps. On February 23rd, 2011, Bethesda released a new Skyrim trailer. Nowhere on February 24th of this year, Phil Spencer will attend the DICE Awards event to receive an award. Todd Howard will accompany him as part of the Xbox team. He won't be there for nothing. This February 23rd, Bethesda will release a new Starfield trailer on YouTube and on social networks,
They're going to
drop
some
of the game's locations.
A Starfield trailer 2 days before Elden Ring. There's no point. Everyone's already turned off their monitors so they can beat themselves and whip themselves in preparation for playing Elden Ring. You know what I mean? Kevin gets it.
Do I? Right.
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't think they're going to follow it that closely, but alright. I can see that's something they're doing. They even announced recently that they expect it to be the best performing Xbox game. Or the best performing Bethesda game ever because of Game Pass. That's what they're expecting it to do.
Right.
So they have high hopes. So I assume they're gonna put that Deathloop budget behind it and market the shit out of it.
Right. Alright, guys, I got one more rumor here. Tom Warren teasing Destiny 2 on Switch using Stadia Tech and Epic Game Store.
Would you look at that?
Google has been deprioritizing Stadia in favor of the streaming tech ever since it shut its gaming studios. Bungie has been looking at Google's streaming tech. Bungie mentioned Nintendo Destiny 2 will expand to new platforms as part of the Sony deal. Nintendo Switch.
So I have so many questions. So does that mean Bungie's using Stadia Tech, or does that mean Nintendo's using Stadia Tech?
I would assume Nintendo's using Stadia Tech, but they want Destiny 2 on a Switch so people can play Destiny 2 on
what
the Switch.
you literally just read sounded like it meant Bungie was using it.
Because Tom Warren says, how else do you get Destiny 2 onto the Switch? In response to, well,
downgrade
who's using
it.
Stadia?
No crossplay and downgrade it.
I don't think that's how it's gonna work. I don't think so.
And don't put it on Switch.
Well, maybe we might see that tomorrow. Alright, guys, I got one more rumor here.
Of course.
So, Insider Zippo says Mario Kart 9 is going to be here tomorrow on the February Nintendo Direct.
It's going to be where?
Tomorrow. It'll be featured, along with Xenoblade 3 and Fire Emblem title.
I'm pretty sure this Zippo guy has never been right. But sure, man. If he is, Kevin, you owe him $10.
Wait, what?
Kevin, don't, come on.
Why does
Kevin owes Lighter Man money.
It sounds like a Mega Man character.
You mean Rockman?
Rockman, Lighter Man.
I'll tell you who
Man.
my favorite video game character, Kelly Gula. She seems cool.
Oh my god.
Kelly Ripa? Is that what her name was?
Yeah, that's it. Kelly Ripa Fart, you know what I mean?
Kelly Ripa Man.
Go Kelly Ripa Man. Oh, me, I'm just having her pass gas, and you're just having her commit straight up murder.
Alright, I got one more rumor, guys.
Cannibalism, maybe. Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, we got more rumors.
Kelly digest a man.
Kelly, I'll fuck you in the ass.
Wait, do you mean that's what she says to people, or were you threatening to Kelly?
Resident Evil 4 remake. Information. It's third-person survival horror with more action segments like RE3.
No way.
Lewis has more plot relevance. He'll get a full character rework like Carlos from RE3.
Did literally everything we talk about pop up in the rumors?
Ashley has a new design with college student vibe.
Leon!
Ashley got a character development arc where she begins as a helpless girl and becomes more confident, helps Leon unlocking doors, and even helps him by fighting and distracting enemies. Sadler is more of a scientist now. 3 bosses were cut.
Huh?
One is QTE Chase now. Village is a lot more tight now with more houses as well. Separate Ways as well as Mercenaries Assignment Ada is cut as of now. Krauser was reworked in terms of character and design entirely. Final boss is not Spider Sadler.
Spoilers.
What the hell? So they just basically gutted this game.
So what you're saying is they're remaking it, but like a different game. Got it. Sounds good.
Yeah, like what? Why?
Can't wait.
Okay, so Krauser, iconic the way they made him in Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah.
Sadler, kind of the same. Salazar technically was like, in my opinion, he was my favorite character. Salazar was great. So I'm glad they're not touching him. But like, how do you do all these changes to this game?
Oh,
And if Krauser is being redone, are we not going to have that knife fight? Because that thing was epic.
Oh my god,
Like,
I
yes,
remember
it
the
was
knife
all
fight.
Q2Es, but the knife fight was amazing.
Knife fight, I forgot about that.
If they redo Krauser, I don't know if that happens.
Justin, do you remember that knife fight on the Wii? Nah, he doesn't, because he's dead from the knife fight. That knife fight was stupid on the Wii.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm sorry, Kevin. Yeah, keep going. You're good.
no, that was it.
Yeah, if this rumor is true and the way that they're changing everything, I mean, that kind of sucks. There's 3 bosses getting cut. There's a lot
Hold
more
on.
content getting
Hold
cut.
on a second. You guys, I made a huge mistake. I thought we were talking about Resident Evil 4 Afterlife being remade. I thought we were talking about the movie. I didn't think we were talking about that shitty game that came out in like 2004.
Shitty game.
There's no Resident Evil 4 Afterlife. What
Yeah, there
title
is.
is that?
It's a movie with Mila
Movie.
Jovovich. The perfect Resident Evil 4. I don't remember a knife fight in that movie at all.
Okay.
By the way, Desunoto, you saying it's a perfect game, not the one he just described. What are you, sucking up a toilet? What the hell is that sound?
That was the sink. I was rinsing my fingers.
So let me
Yeah,
explain to you. Let me explain to you first of all, Adam. It is not called Resident Evil 4 Afterlife. It is called Resident Evil Afterlife.
Is he stupid?
Go take a rod.
I think he's stupid.
Shove it up your
Hey,
ass.
let me ask you a question. What number is Resident Evil Afterlife in the movie franchise?
The title says Resident Evil Afterlife.
Hey, I don't know if you know this.
Resident
The Dark
Evil
Knight.
4.
It's what is that? Is that the first or second or third movie?
Is that called the what do you call it? The Dark Knight? No.
It's
what's
the
first one
second
called?
of the
Batman
Dark
Begins?
Knight trilogy.
So Batman Begins, the Dark Knight, and then the Dark Knight Rises. It's not the Dark Knight 3 Rises.
Correct. It's the Dark Knight, the second in the trilogy. So Resident Evil 4 Afterlife.
It's
It works.
Evil Afterlife.
Still works. Still works.
It doesn't work because that's not the title of the movie.
You.
Been reduced to vowels, everybody.
You.
I might be coming up next. Maybe we go to O. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to seal this topic back. Destino, did you hear all the stuff is getting cut from this game?
No. Let me reread it for you, Destino. Shut your mouth.
Out. He thought about it.
So, Lewis has more plot relevance. Ashley has a new design college student.
You mean
Ashley,
Luis?
Yeah. Ashley gets character development arc where she begins as a helpless girl and becomes more confident. She opens doors and beats people up. Sadler is more of a scientist. 3 bosses cut. 1 is a QTE chase now. Village is a lot more tight now. More houses. Separate ways. Mercenaries. Assignment Ada. Cut. Oh, sorry. Separate ways in Mercenaries and Assignment Ada are cut. Krauser's reworked in terms of character and design
this game
entirely.
sucks.
Final boss is not Spider Sadler.
This sounds like a different game.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I would agree.
By the way, real quick, just I don't want to distract too long. I just want to get this out of the way. Resident Evil Afterlife in Japan is called Biohazard 4 Afterlife.
Are we going back to the Rockman?
I'm literally just saying that's what it's known as in Japan. The movie for Resident Evil Afterlife is called Biohazard 4 Afterlife in Japan. That's weird. Why is it called Biohazard?
Biohazard 4.
Because Resident Evil in Japan is called Biohazard.
Oh, is it really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is, but
they don't
no,
call it Resident Evil.
That makes it even more confusing. Because they just call Resident Evil 4 Biohazard 4, so now people who are playing Biohazard 4...
What the...
Go watch the movie Biohazard 4.
By the way, in other countries, this is known as Resident Evil 4 Afterlife. Just a heads up. So
I'm gonna fucking...
Yeah, go
shove a
ahead.
stick up your ass.
Go ahead, do it.
He's at the
Take it.
metal bar. Do that.
I got the fucking metal bar, and I'm gonna shove it up
The
your
metal
fucking
bar is impenetrable to my ass.
Anyway, we're going back over Destino. Destino, I don't know if you caught the part about Krauser's character is being reworked. The iconic knife fight may not actually be a thing if his character gets reworked. How did you feel about that knife fight?
Well, extremely iconic. I mean, it's super cheesy. It's super duper cheesy the way they did it, but I think that's what makes it so memorable and such a like it just sticks in your mind forever. Like the first after the first time you play that game, that just sticks in your head.
Yep.
And it's funny and it's cool because you see this dude from Leon's past that you've never really seen before, and he's all army man, and they have back and forth knife fight. It's pretty sick.
It's just a very different way to do a boss fight at the time that game came out too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
And
for
it's all
Resident Evil games.
QTE too.
Yeah. It sucks like that, but like when you finish that, you felt accomplished and you just saw a really cool fight.
Yeah. For the time, it was really well done, I'd say. Like the motion capture and
Honestly, like if I remember correctly, the QTE stuff wasn't really even like that bad. Like it was timed well and stuff. It was almost like an Until Dawn experience.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Even other boss fights too, like like the lake monster thing.
Oh, dude, the lake monster was cool.
I would think it was a little more annoying for QTE, but
yes,
it was a interesting boss fight for sure.
I'm actually like not looking forward to this game now.
Yeah, and cutting all that extra stuff that like I didn't even know about until after I beat the game, and I'm like, what? There's extra stuff I could play other than the story that I already played 4 times? What? I could play as Ada? What?
It was a cool story arc too.
Yeah, and I mean that's all on the disc. Like no extra money, no season pass, which they didn't exist at the time, but
right.
Goddamn, this remake doesn't sound very appealing anymore.
This remake sounds like a hot pile of garbage.
No, wait.
Like
okay,
a bad
I have a
step
question
for
about
them.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So, wasn't there a story about Wesker needing to be recast for this game?
There was, because
but
he said some
Mercenaries
things.
is out.
Yeah, Mercenaries would be out.
So when does Wesker come into it?
What? Yeah, he didn't have any part in Resident Evil 4 because
he
didn't
has
have
zero part in Resident Evil 4. Zero.
In Assignment Ada, but if that's also cut, then I mean.
And Ada's cut too. That's right. He was in Assignment Ada, but that's cut too. Unless they're gonna somehow try to shoehorn him into the President arc.
Maybe then that would prove this thing false. I mean, this is from 4chan, I would say, but like.
And now Leon has to go rescue the president from Wesker.
I mean, listen, if he's got to do that, that president better be Donald Trump, because that's the only one I'm rescuing. I ain't rescuing nobody else.
Oh my God, shoot me. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. That's true. This is a rumor. I choose to not believe this. Even if this is right, I want to not believe it.
I would hope this is not true.
Yeah.
There's also, I don't know if we ever talked about it, but there's been a big mod in the making on the PC for RE4.
Or Resident Evil HD?
Yeah, RE4 HD just dropped like last week, about 6 days ago, I think on the 2nd it dropped.
That stands for Resident Evil 4 High Definition, right, Adam? Resident Evil 4 High Definition, that's what it stands for?
What? I was watching the knife fight.
Resident Evil 4, Herpy Derpy.
I watched the knife fight you guys were talking about.
Resident Evil 4 High Density.
Fucking trash. Anyway,
What the
go
hell
ahead,
is going on? That
So,
knife fight, wild.
I know, right?
so what was I saying? So, if you have it on PC and the remake ends up coming out like this, which it's still a rumor, so there's no guarantee it will. It's actually really cool because the game's all completely the same, but all the textures, all the items, all the characters, the clothing, the models, everything has been redone. Like even they were showing some things where like the dude who was working on it for the past 8 years took photographic uh
Photographs?
he took photographs and like kind of I guess based the textures in the game that he redid off some of the actual things that may have been presented in the game, like that might be in real life.
Mm,
Yeah, pretty
what a
cool.
loser.
Whoa,
What?
whoa!
So
Why are you
What?
calling me a
hostile.
loser?
So hostile.
It's
So
not
hostile about
hostile.
numbers.
Spent 8 years working on this, man.
And
So
he's not even
hostile
getting
about.
paid, probably. What a loser.
He's so hostile about numbers and meaning and all this. What a fucking bag of dicks.
Yeah, me too.
Is that an insult or a compliment?
But yeah,
Are
that
they?
mod's really cool. We don't take any responsibility if something happens to your computer if you install the mod, but yeah.
Did
Thank
you
you for the
make it? Why'd you
disclaimer,
give that?
Destinoto.
Yeah, why'd you give that disclaimer? Did you make
I
it?
gave the.
Well, if
No,
anybody does
because
install it and something
because
happens,
he's recommending something that may potentially break somebody's computer.
Install it. We recommend it wholeheartedly.
It won't
Nothing will
break
go
it. It'll just
wrong.
install a coin miner on it, turn you into a crypto.
Hey, if you install it and your computer breaks, honestly, you deserve it.
Apex Legends Season 12 leaked. New game mode 9v9, Battle Pass, new legends, and more. And also, Apex Legends is apparently getting a PS5 and Xbox Series X update very, very soon, according to Respawn, telling press.
Yo, hold on. 9v9 Apex? That'd be kind of
Mm-hmm.
cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's 18.
Especially if they set it up similar to, oh gosh, what was the mode in Overwatch? There was like a elimination mode in Overwatch, um, that was super intense because like if you were dead for the round, and it was 5 on 5.
Yes.
There were no respawns. There was no going down. Like you were just dead. And that was great mode. Loved it.
Okay, cool. I got one more here. Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles coming to Switch June 9th. It probably might get announced tomorrow at Nintendo Direct, showing that coming to Switch. Good for them. Get another anime game. Because they got nothing else to play on their fucking console.
Ooh.
Go fuck yourselves, Nintendo fanboys. You pieces of fucking garbage.
Wow, why the hostility? Oh my god.
I don't know. Resident Evil 4 Afterlife, you tell me.
Why are you so mad at that? It was a simple joke that you took way to heart. You go back to playing God of War 4 2018 and you get out of here.
It's not called God of War 4 2018. It's called God of
Well,
War
why so much
2018.
slander about God of War Judgment?
God of War Judgment, the mobile game?
Well, I don't know. Whichever one came out, God of War Judgment is the unnumbered Gears of War one. What's the unnumbered God of War?
Halo
Ascension?
7.
Chains of Olympus, Ascension,
Nah,
Ghost
Ascension.
of Sparta.
Proper console release
Ascension, I think,
that
was
no one
4,
cared
right?
about.
God
I
of War
think it's
4
Ascension.
Ascension.
It is 100% Ascension if you're going proper console release.
Yeah. So shouldn't you be referring to him for God of War 5 2018?
No, God of War, because it's part of the mainline story. Ascension is a prequel.
Oh, now we're going between mainline, prequel. Just stick with the numbers,
Interestingly,
man.
the same as Gears of War Judgment. Not
Yeah,
quite in the
the
main line and a
Gaos,
prequel.
literally
Very
the Gaos
strange.
followed each other. It was so weird. They literally followed each other. Years of War and God of War, they followed each other for some reason. It was the wildest thing. I remember when that
They
happened. It was
tried to
crazy.
compete with one another.
No, they were not similar at all in any way.
No, it's just the gore. They tried to compete with one another in the gore, and they were also
Okay.
flagships of Xbox and Sony.
And both have burly dudes doing burly dude things.
Exactly.
Not
Wasn't it
Judgment. Judgment is the main character's a woman.
She's
a
not
burly
burly.
woman?
She's
Bur-
she's a burly woman. Yeah.
a burly woman doing burly woman
Actually, I think
things.
she's like super thin outside of the suit. I remember people
I
complaining about
believe
something like that.
Gears of War do the same thing with their Anya person. They're like big men, tiny lady.
Yeah, tiny lady in the suit, but if the guys get out of the suit, they're still huge. It's very strange. I think it's Laura Bailey too.
All right, gentlemen. Well, that's another episode in the books. Thank you, everybody who stuck around for this episode,
What
episode
books?
79.
Just keeping books.
The books are in the building over there, which I'm gonna burn that building down soon. We gotta make a new building, I think.
Yeah, That's who made that building. Don't burn that building down. There's TNT in there. I didn't clear it out, remember? I got lazy.
All right, everybody be safe out there. Thank you for joining Crafting Chat. Once again, we'll see you guys next week again on Tuesday, same time, same place. Twitch.tv/craftingchat or youtube.com/startingtoolate. Also look for Adam's lovely gaming commentary on there. Well, I'm sorry, gaming playthroughs without commentary on there. Real good.
There's commentary. It's just at the end.
Yes, the latest one, I highly recommend you watch the latest one. Real good content from Adam. Real good. Also, if you hit up Desinoto on Twitch, Desinoto does a stream on Twitch as well. Desinoto, what's your name on Twitch?
Desinoto.
Is it just Desinoto?
With an O at the end.
Okay, Desinoto with a second O at the end. All right. And Kevin, people should just leave you alone.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, everybody.
All
Have
right.
a nice night. Everybody get your vaccine, get your booster, stop being stupid and fucks and wear a mask out there, and you guys be safe. Have a nice night, bitches. Fuck y'all later.
What?
Hey, calm down. All right. I know we're pro-vaccine here, but you don't have to be aggressive with it. You know, it's their body, their choice. If they want to choose to get it, you know what? They can go fucking die in a hole. You know what I mean? Bye bye.